Evan, welcome back for another interview with the Wall Street Reporter audience.
Great to be back, Jack.
Evan, every time we've had you on the last few weeks, it's always been during an exciting day in the markets. Today the Dow was down, I believe, a little bit over 2,000 points. We're coming back.
Yeah.
The good news is you're actually NexTech is now officially a coronavirus stock, similar to Zoom. So you had an exciting acquisition announcement today. So can you tell our audience about that?
Yeah, so we've been working with Jalokia for the last month or so, integrating our AR into their video streaming platform. And we quickly realized that this was game-changing technology, and that with our augmented reality and their training platform, that it's quite powerful, and really is something unique in the marketplace, very, very timely. And so we came to an agreement as far as a merger and acquisition. And so we're acquiring Jalokia. It's a work at home, remote, virtual events, webcasting software company, which is a bit of a mouthful, but they do a lot. And
But it's perfect for what's happening in the market right now. I mean, like stocks like Zoom. I mean, Zoom is trading at 31 times sales now. This is the only stock that's up.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's no question that it's very, very timely. We think we're actually going to be able to integrate Zoom or Zoom-like features into the Jalokia platform, and then have augmented reality as a differentiator. So, obviously, NexTech is an AR company. Imagine being able to take what's on the screen that you're viewing, whether it's a training video, whether it's a virtual conference, which is another market that we're going to be aggressively pursuing. When I say aggressive, we're going to be, running edge. You're going to find us on Google when you search for virtual conferences, and everybody's now moving to a virtual world, remote work from home type of environment, and it's probably going to stick around for a while. And so we felt, well, augmented reality and e-commerce works really well, and we're actually seeing an uptick in that business. But when you talk about training, online work from home, that's a definite trend because of coronavirus. Everybody's being told essentially, don't come to work. Google. Microsoft.
Everybody is basically shut down right now. I actually,
Right.
I was, I went to a Best Buy around here to get, because I wanted to get a slightly better webcam, and they were all sold out.
Yeah.
Everybody's, I mean, it was like shocking. Like completely nothing, and I'm
No,
assuming, it's going to be
it's
crazy.
nuts. The world is on fire, Jack. There's no question. And so we're creating the world's most advanced video learning experience platform by combining what Jalokia has and combining what NexTech has. The two technologies, when they merge together, creates a very, very powerful and new technology. And so we're super excited about it. We also picked up $1 million in revenue. That's recurring revenue, meaning all their accounts are subscribers to monthly subscription type service. So it's a
Right.
SaaS business. We're going to open it up. Up until now, they've kind of been focusing on enterprise, bigger tickets. We're going to change them. We're going to keep that, but we're also going to add another lower price, maybe $99 a month type of ticket, where we really want to grab some market share. We might even do a freemium model where you sign up for free, you get the platform for 30 days, and then after that you start paying. So lots of upside. We're excited about it. Obviously, coronavirus is a disaster. There's no doubt. It's a global pandemic, and there's nothing fun about it. But in adversity, in disasters, the seeds of opportunity are sown, and we're a young company, we're a startup. We still have the ability to move quickly as the market is moving quickly, and we expect that when we come out of this in the next few months, that NexTech is going to be a leader in this video conferencing and training software development market, and we expect that we're going to be even stronger than ever in terms of our value proposition in the marketplace.
Evan, what I find interesting is, look, you've been around in the markets a long time, and right now this kind of reminds me of what happened with these like AR, this remote working, virtual. All this is becoming like the hot theme right now. There was there is a market. There's like I guess a guru, or he's a fund manager I follow. Was it Howard Linzon? He's on Twitter. I think he was the founder of Stock Twits, and this guy is actually pretty sharp on discovering new trends, big new market trends, new themes. Yep. And he believes that AR is going to be one of the big new themes. It's almost like what happened after 9/11. All of a sudden, all these security companies,
right.
Biometrics.
Right.
I remember Taser. Taser was like essentially a dead stock.
Yeah.
On August 2001, after 9/11, the stock it took off. I think it went up like 20x or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The whole model changed. So I think we're definitely going to start seeing that, because it seems to me that really NexTech is perfectly positioned. You have this you have the e-commerce solution where they try it on, the conversational commerce, so people can actually they can try on, they can see the product in their own on their phone, like in the real life. They can see different products. You can see massive tech demos like. You guys, showed a few weeks ago where you had a 40-foot truck essentially inside your conference room with in life scale, and you could actually see all the details. It was amazing. And it's.
I could walk you through. Like, there was a video in our press release today that kind of showcases the technology, 3D product holograms conjured from live video. If you want, I could do like a screen share.
Absolutely.
And show you that. Do you want me to?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. If you can boot that up, that'll be great.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Tell me when you see my screen. Can you see it?
I see your screen. Okay.
Yeah. You see?
I see the guy. Yeah. Okay.
Guy. Okay. So do you see the QR code? It says "Scan me."
Yeah.
Okay. So he's doing a product demo in a video. And that QR code sits there, and all you have to do is put your phone's camera up to it, and what he's demoing is going to pop out. So, this is one of our clients, actually, Sterilis Solutions. They have a medical product that basically shreds waste. And so, it's being shown here. This is one of their training videos. This is what they use to educate their customers. So there's the AR experience that we created for them. That's not the actual product. That's augmented reality. Here's a desktop, little computer. You scan that QR code off of the video, and boom, you can see it in the room with you. So now it's fully immersed. You as the user, you're immersed in the experience. It's not just a video, which can be quite boring.
You see the product. You see the product in your own environment, in your office, whatever it is, and it doesn't matter what size it is.
That's the AR version, and then you see the product on in the video. That's the video version. And so one's 3D in your room, and one's 2D. It's just a flat screen, and then you have the guy kind of giving you this this demo. It's very powerful, Jack, and a total, a much better experience for the user. Interactive. Think about schools and students learning um, using this technology. So we see, huge upside through the combination of video training, which is, what Jalokia offers, and then adding this AR component to it. And it's really, there's a broad spectrum of industries.
So last week, you were able to show a massive piece of machinery. So inside the conference room, like with all details, just like we saw this device, this medical device. So to me, this seems like you have all these companies that are canceling trade shows, conferences, etc. And they need to be able to do business. They need to be able to show their products, and the solution that you have really it's a perfect solution for these guys. So
it is, and if you think about it, look at the video that's on. Can you see the video on my screen? The AR ties.
I don't see it.
No, the AR ties 360 app.
No, you could try it again.
Okay, hold on a second. Tell me when you see it.
Okay. Yeah.
So remember this. This is how you create the 3D asset, right? So you're there it is in the room with you. So it's a new sneaker launch. It could be any new product. It could be for hair care. It could be clothing, right? So you're able to now capture using our capture app, right? ARitize 360. And then you're able to show it in a training video with that QR code. I mean, it's a full omni-channel, end-to-end solution, Jack. I mean, that's really the key takeaway here is that we have the most robust tech stack in the AR industry. It's really, really exciting for us. And you're right, the AR industry really does lend itself to this coronavirus disruption where, the show must go on. I mean, people are going to want to have trade shows. Business is people are going to want to continue to conduct business any way they can. So doing it remotely using augmented reality and NexTech's tools is going to make that experience much, much better than the current way of demoing stuff, which is just kind of watching a video. Yeah.
Okay, so Evan, the new acquisition, they're doing about $1 million in revenues right now, and they have some major clients. So can you talk about who some of the customers are, and some of the ways also that you're going to add value to this new acquisition?
Yeah, so they have some blue chip accounts like Polycom, CBS, Merck, Johnson & Johnson, and our goal is to go into those accounts, show them the augmented reality version, this new upgraded version of the platform, and expect to increase the size of the business, increase the contract size. We also think that there's just lots of ideas that these companies are going to come up with on their own once they're aware that there's all this augmented reality technology, whether it's our advertising platform, whether it's the ARitize 360 app, whether it's the web AR, whether it's this training platform Jalokia with our AR. I mean, we're going to try and sell to them not just what they've already invested in, but new products as well.
No, it's very compelling. So what are going to be the terms of the acquisition, and when do you expect to close?
So the terms are that we pegged the deal at $1 per share US, which is like $1.38 Canadian, although that's a moving target with the FX for the first 1 million shares. So, they get basically, one-time sales, one-time trailing 12 months revenue in NexTech stock. It's restricted stock. And then over the course of the next 12 months, as we sign up more and more business onto the platform, there's an earnout of up to $4 million in additional NexTech stock, which will be priced 12 months from now at the 20-day VWAP. So we want them to succeed. We're putting our muscle, behind them, meaning our sales force, Paul Duffy, who's really running our marketing, Guillaume, everybody on our team is going to be pushing hard to generate more revenue off of the Jalokia platform using our AR. And as far as when we're going to close, we expect to close, in the next 30 days.
Okay, perfect. So at this point, you really have like a full suite, remote working, AR, totally, everything. It's like you're really positioned in a perfect, sort of you perfectly for this new theme that's emerging. This AR
Yeah.
remote, coronavirus style
Yeah.
theme.
I mean, fortunate. We are fortunate.
Yeah, yeah. It's essentially you're in the right place at the right time. What I find interesting is, you said that everybody's really committed to making this acquisition work, and of course, last week you announced that you were actually buying more shares in the company, so in NexTech,
Yeah.
and your shares are also subject to a lockup.
Yep.
So at
Yep.
this point, how many shares?
Or I might buy even more shares, Jack, if the opportunity presents itself. I mean, I'm not afraid to invest in NexTech. I mean, obviously, the market is very volatile, and that's nobody can deny that. But what I will say, 30 years worth of experience has taught me that this is going to pass, and when it does, the market's going to come roaring back. And when that happens, NexTech will participate. And so, I fully expect that we'll get back to new all-time highs in the not too distant future. I expect the market's going to recover. I mean, it's hard to predict when. I mean, that's the biggest challenge, right? When is this all going to end? And I think we're going to start to see light at the end of the tunnel by the end of April, beginning of May. And as soon as we're able to see just a little bit of light, it doesn't have to be. We don't need the cure, but if you start to see cases of the spread of the COVID-19 start to flatten out in 6 weeks or so, you will see the market respond in a very, very big way, because obviously that's the thing that's driving the shutdown of business, and that's the thing that's making people very fearful. And so that's my prediction for whatever it's worth.
But even with all that said, this the AR remote working, this is going to be here to stay, because this is
Yeah.
really driving the adoption of technologies like yours. Because once people kind of establish this habit, it's going to stick. I mean, this is kind of like what
Yeah.
all the trend experts are saying. So
Well,
it's
yeah. I
definitely an
mean,
interesting situation.
yeah. If you look at Zoom, Slack, Netflix, Dropbox, a lot of these, stay at home, work from home,
Teledoc.
teledoc. I mean, there's been a trend that pre-existed before the coronavirus, right? Like, these companies weren't born out of coronavirus. They've been around for a number of
Yeah,
years.
like NexTech. I mean, you've been doing
It's
this,
like NextTech, right?
for quite a while before all this happened.
Sure, sure. And so, the idea here is that those businesses were going along and growing maybe at a 30%, 40% clip, but now it's like 70, 80%. So it's gone into, really high gear. And the thinking is that you're right, that, when you get people into a habit of working from home, of using technology, they generally stay with that habit. They generally don't go back. And so that's really what's exciting for NexTech is that as people start to use augmented reality, they generally aren't going to go back. Once they use it and they're experiencing 3D and AR, they're not going back to 2D. It's just not going to happen. And as people start to use our new training platform that we're acquiring from Jalokia, and it has the AR built in. Once they experience that, they're not going to go back to a 2D training platform. So I do think it is going to be sticky. And I do think now more than ever, there's a surge in demand in the marketplace that did not exist. I mean, there was demand, but we've seen a surge in demand for these types of remote services. And NexTech really has the most robust platform to meet that demand. And so it's going to be interesting and exciting to see how this plays out from a business sense over the next couple of months and quarters and even years, because we're just at the beginning.
Absolutely. Evan, I want to thank you for joining us again, and we look forward to hearing more from NexTech in the coming weeks.
Thanks, Jack. Great to be here.